All right, hello everybody, and welcome back to Vintage Cube. It's back again after a very short break. I took a look at the change list. Didn't seem like they did a whole lot, honestly. Thought it was going to be a bigger shakeup, but it seems like it's largely the same list. They changed maybe 15, 20 cards. I didn't really count. I mean, no power in our first pack, but that's okay. We got some good choices here. We got Thoughtseize, we got Packle, which has impressed me quite a bit. Broadside Bombardiers is awesome. Chrome Mox is good. Dreamhouse is sweet, but I don't think I'm a first pick. I think I'll just take Thoughtseize. I really like the black decks, and Thoughtseize is a really powerful effect. Packle probably isn't correct, because you do need a pretty specific deck for it to be good. I think Broadside or Chrome Mox are definitely things you could take, and that wouldn't be insane, but go for Thoughtseize. Pretty flexible card. It go in a lot of decks, as long as you're playing black mana. Alright, well, our second pack isn't incredible. Here's one of the new additions. I think this was in the cube before at some point. It's never really impressed me that much, but I guess they have the +1/+1 counter theme now. Maybe it'll be better. Alright, so here I have, I think Mystic Confidence, Dismember are the two things that make the most sense. Yeah, nothing else here is especially close to those cards. Dismember is basically colorless, and if we're playing black, it's even a little bit better than that. And then Mystic Confidence is a really strong card, but it is a 5-drop. I don't know. LSV says Mystic Confluence is really good, and I trust him, so I'll take it. But I think his member is definitely up there as well. Okay, so now we have a Wrath. We have two different decent Planeswalkers. We have a Noble, but I don't think a Noble makes sense after these two cards. We have an Atali, which is good if we're going to reanimate, but we don't have any reanimate things yet. Between these walkers, I guess I'd rather have Narset, just because the Liana is really only good if you're reanimating. I mean, it's still decent otherwise, but I think Narset's quite a bit better. It hoses some decks, it has combos with draw 7s and whatnot, so I think I'll take that over Toxic Deluge. Let's see where we end up. I could definitely see regretting that. There were a couple of feasible cards in that pack, and which one we want will sort of depend on where we end up with this deck, and that's not clear to me yet, so we'll see, we'll see. All right, now we have a couple of reanimation spells. We have a True Name, a Subtlety. Hallowed Fountain's not bad. Portal, not really for us right now. I think in Liliana, I'd definitely be taking one of these two. Here I'm considering the Subtlety or the True Name. I think Subtlety is generally a little bit better. I'm already looking for draw 7s because of Narset, and Subtlety's really good with draw 7s. And I'm not committed to black. Like, Thoughtseize is a good card, but I don't have to be black. So I don't think it makes sense to pick up a black card here. If this was one of the better, like if it was Animate Dead or Reanimate, I would be a lot more interested, but these aren't quite as powerful. I think Subtlety here. Stick with blue for now. Okay, there's a Watery Grave or a Teferi. There's Forensic Gadgeteer if you want to go for artifacts, but we don't currently aren't doing that. Treachery's fine. I'll just take Watery Grave. I do want to play this Thoughtseize, and I mean Teferi's awesome. I would play it, but let's take the duel here. All right. I could take Brain Freeze here. This could be a Brain Freeze deck for sure. The alternative is like Cruel Ultimatum or Valky. Cruel Ultimatum, obviously there's some combos with it. There was a Dream Halls in our first pack, right? It could wheel. I mean, it's possible. And then Dream Halls or Ultimate Cruel Ultimatum, I'll get there eventually, would be sweet. That is way more fun than Brain Freezing. Alright, I've talked myself into it. It's possible this is wrong, obviously. If the Dream Halls doesn't wheel, this is a lot worse. Alright, we have a Larcenist, which is just a decent interactive card. We have a Wish Claw if we want to do that sort of thing. A couple of Talismans, Relic are okay. Not convinced by Wish Claw Talisman. I want a larcenist or one of these things. I think I'll actually take the talisman here. This looks like it could be a good talisman deck. Ramps a subtlety. If we do get the dream halls, it ramps out dream halls. That seems good. Mystic Confidence is also a good card with dream halls. You just draw 3 cards. Card draw in general is good with that card. So, all right, so 3, 6, 7. So we get one more new pick, and then we get to see if the dream halls wield. I'm not like, well, I'd like it to, so I guess in that sense I'm counting on it, but I think people like that card, so it probably won't. We'll see though. There's Cruise, Fabled Passage. It's fine. There's some random removal. Walking Ballista. Don't want Treasure Cruise. Could be a good cruise deck. It's definitely possible. Get a Miss Fabled Passage. I have the Watery Grave. That helps a lot. I'll take the cruise. We'll see. It didn't wheel, so this Cruel Ultimatum is going to move to the sideboard for now, but that's okay. I want a Preacher or a Probe. Preacher's just a generically decent card. Probe is nice as well. It's not that heavy committed to black, so I guess I'll stick with being non-committal. Plus, it's good with Treasure Cruise. Just puts a card in the graveyard. Alright, here it's going to be a Lazav or Graveyard Trespasser, probably. I could take Ashen Rider. Now I could consider swinging back around to the Reanimator stuff. But these random generic creatures aren't bad either. Both at the enemy graveyards. And I found Graveyard Trespasser to just be decent, honestly. It's like annoying. And here if I to consider, don't mind just having a bunch of cantrips. Okay, Death Wield, I will take that here. Yeah, that seems decent. I guess I'll take a Yogg-Will. The Brain Freeze is already gone, so it's not likely to do all that much, but I'm not playing these other cards, I don't think. Alright, I'll take a Fire Islet. There's a good chance we play some red cards in the deck. Alright. There's a Hull Breacher that I can see. The Caraveg that took a while to load its art, which is fine. Yeah, I'm probably just taking Hull Breacher. I already have an R set, so again, draw 7s are huge for me, so I think going into Hull Breacher for more of that is good. Imtarok would be a nice one, of course. Serum Visions adds to our random cantrip count. Virtue's okay. I'm not really that exciting. Yeah, I'll take the Hull Breacher, and now we're really, really looking for draw 7s. So anything we see, we're going to be happy to take. This pack is a lot worse. Take a Ledger Shredder. I do have the Life Death, so I do want some ways to discard, and Ledger Shredder is generally decent. I could take one of these lands. We don't even have any red cards yet, so it's not that exciting. I don't think Rain of Filth makes a ton of sense right now. I don't love second picking a Ledger Shredder. I don't think the card's that good, but the best card in this pack's like Reprieve, and we're just pretty far away from playing that, so let's do it. Okay, here's a Reanimate. I will snap that. Okay, so we're going to be on some kind of Reanimate plan. Although this can just be played on opponent's cards too. That's the nice thing about Reanimate. Then this Vault might wheel. Otherwise, Scrapwork Mutt maybe is something. Overgrown Tomb is maybe something, but just take Reanimate. Oh, there's the Breach. Yeah, I should have gone for that Brainstorm, I guess. Don't Breach anyway. I don't think so. It doesn't look like I'm doing much with it. I think Dark Slick Shores. I could think Imperial Seal. If I end up with the draw 7s, that's nice for that combo, and then it's good for Reanimate combos as well. There's Ancient Tomb, of course, which is a decent card, but I think Imperial Seal could be good in this deck. Okay, I like Grief. Grief already makes the Reanimates a lot better. So I'll take that over a fetch that doesn't quite fetch anything, a Caustic Bronco. Well, there's the Mizzix's Mastery. I could take that if it wheels maybe, but I think Grief's just a lot better. I have Baleful Strix. I like that a lot. Stoic Sphinx is what, a 5/3 flying flash. That has hexproof some amount of time. Yeah, it feels fine, but I think Strix is better. Kind of does what we need. All right, so we need, what do we need? We need some fatties, and we need some ways to discard said fatties, because we currently only have a ledger shredder, really. Yeah, that's about it. And again, we don't have to end up there. I can cut the death, or maybe even not because of grief, but reanimate can hit their graveyard, and then death, on grief is okay. On Hull Breacher, it can be good. On Baleful Strix, it's not a disaster. You draw a card. This looks like a cut down. Probably don't have any removal yet. Research Desk is fine, but do better. Pillage the Bog. I always think it's going to put things in my graveyard, but then it doesn't. Yeah, I'll just take cut down. I would kill for a draw 7. I think that's our #1 priority. And then beyond that, various reanimator shenanigans are the second thing. We could do some more fixing. I have the Watery Grave, so any fetches that can get it would be nice as well. I wouldn't mind having some of those, but it's not as big of a deal as the other stuff I mentioned, I don't think. I mostly like everything in my main deck so far. Oh, there's a Turok. I mean, Grist is also really good. I don't have the fixing for it right now. Time Warp, I mean, it would be good, but this doesn't look like that good of a Time Warp deck. I think I'll just take the Turok. It's a pretty nice one. Grist, obviously pretty powerful as well, but Turok just generally performs pretty well. All right, next pack we got Notha Triome. Doesn't really help. Pyrokinesis doesn't really help. I'll probably just take Virtue. It's another piece of removal, and then the 7-drop can sometimes matter. I think that's going to be better than Sleeper Kervek here. And Kervek's okay, but I'd rather just have Virtue. All right, now I'll take Thundering Falls. We don't have any rich cards yet, but we might get there. And it's fetchable, which could be relevant. I think same thing with Overgrown Tomb. Just pick up a couple of random duels here. I take Jace. Jace is a way to discard cards. I mean, it's better than the rest of these, so sure. Is there anything interesting to exile with it? Exile a whole Breacher, it's kind of fun. Yeah. I haven't found Jace to be super impressive, but if I end up needing to discard, it's definitely a thing that can do stuff. All right, there's Mizzix's Mastery and the Wheeling. I will take that. I have some ways to splash red now, and that could get the Cruel Ultimatum combo going. Could be fun. And I can flashback stuff like Treasure Cruise and Mystic Confluence for a little bit of value as well. That's not bad. So yeah, that makes the discard plan a little bit better as well. Not playing any of these cards. Take the Mutagenic Growth, I guess. Suppose there's some universe where I play that card if like Hull Breacher is really important in the matchup and they have a shock or something. Possible. Doesn't seem likely, but it's possible. Last pick Wrath of God is fine. So like I said, draw 7s are the biggest thing. We can get one of those. We get an Archon of Cruelty though. I'll probably be taking that. This doesn't look like an amazing Mind Twist deck. No real ramp. Jace would be nice for discard, as would Blood Tithe. But we're going to take Archon here, and we're going to look for some ways to discard it so I can reanimate it. I do have Thoughtseize, I suppose. It's not precisely the way you want to do it, but is a way. There's Flash, there's Sneak. Oh, there's Entomb. I should probably just take Entomb. I do love the idea of these two cards, but Entomb works really well with the reanimate Archon stuff. I can also set up Cruel Ultimatum with it, which is fun. I think it's just kind of the perfect card, especially with Imperial Seal. Just makes things so much easier, so. Grab Entomb. Alright, there, now it gets a lot worse. Snapcaster looks okay here. I have Cut Down, couple of cantrips, Thoughtseize, I guess. It's not really a Lurrus deck. Is it a Grim Monolith deck? Doesn't feel like it. Trop doesn't do anything for me. Oliphant would be okay, but I think I'll take Snappy here. Alright, the chances we get a draw 7 are pretty slim now, which is unfortunate. Because I think it would be excellent in this deck, but... yeah, I mean, we have Hull Breach and Narset. We also have two of the Pitch Elementals, which are really good with draw 7s, so... there's a channel. We're pretty far away from doing that. Goryo's Vengeance doesn't look like it does anything, because Archon's our only target. So this comes down to Preordained and Concealing Curtain. I think Skull Clamp's not looking like it does a whole hell of a lot here. Season Pyro would be nice, but Double Red's a little bit aggressive, I think. I think I'll just take Preordain. Good card. I can flash it back with Snapcaster. No reason to make things too complicated there. We are, after all, the combo deck. Okay, there's a Time Spiral. There's also a Shallow Grave. There's also Leovold, but that's a pretty distant third. I think I'll take the Time Spiral. I mean, I don't have any way to accelerate it. I can Mizzix's Mastery into it. That's kind of fun. Yeah, I already have two ways to reanimate. Shallow Grave over the hard reanimates and Archon isn't like that much of an advantage. I'm gonna go for the Time Spiral. We'll see. Many cards around 31 with 4 lands. So already way over playables. Ooh, alright, I'll take a Gristlebrand. That's a good one. Great Nightmare could be nice in this deck too. I have a decent amount of creatures, but I think a second target is pretty cool. Even though Entomb's like my best way to get stuff, I think it's still nice to have the second target. So I'm gonna have to make some cuts. Trespasser is pretty generic. I don't really care about it. I don't know if this Talisman necessarily made it. I mean, I have Confluence, Mizzix Smash. I guess it's okay. The Jace is still pretty mediocre, but it does let me discard, which is pretty relevant in this deck. Narset and Hull Breach are great. This stuff's all good. I like all the stuff here. Maybe Cruise? It's nice with Mizzix's Mastery as a backup. Probably taking one of the lands here. Although Kaido's kind of nice. But I'm already having to make cuts, so I feel like having Urberg or Otawara is nice. Urberg's really good with Turok. And I don't have a ton of other double black. Otawara's just good. I think I might just take Otawara. It's a tough call, but I think it's right. Okay, now I have a Corpse Dance. This thing, what is this? Exile opponent's spell. When it attacks, you can cast a spell. It's powerful. It's 5 mana, though. It's a 5 mana counter that gets you the spells some amount of the time. I'm just thinking Corpse Dance. I don't know if I'll end up playing it, but I mean, it can't be that bad, right? Not really a Dark Petition deck. Take a random Unholy Heat, but I don't think I'll play it. Expressive Iteration's cool, but again, I don't really want all that red. But you know what? I'll take a random Kozilek in case somebody's trying to brain freeze me out. It's good to have one of those in the sideboard, honestly. And with Corpse Dance, it's not unplayable in my deck. I don't have any green cards I want to play, so Trop still doesn't do anything. I don't know. Iconoclast. Okay. Guess I'll take the Goryo's Vengeance. Yeah, I'll take a Spire Bluff here. That seems fine. No. Didn't end up with any fetches, which is unfortunate. Silvergreen Tomb's not in. Our mana's going to be a little mid. But the Mizzix Mastery is at least somewhat free. Alright. Well, we'll go with this, get deck building in a second, and we'll see how it shakes out. Alright, let's see how we want to build this thing. Got a few cuts to make for sure. Take these out, take out the lands. I have to make about 5 cuts. That's quite a lot. It's gonna be tough, honestly. There's not a lot I hate in this deck. Let's group separately. Let's see, you're a 2-drop. Like over there. It's all fine. Alright, the Jace is probably gonna have to go. I'm just gonna rely on Entomb to do my graveyard shenanigans. And then Ledger Shredder can sometimes help me get there as well. Maybe Thoughtseize on myself if that's a thing we end up needing to do. I could consider cutting Subtlety. I guess I got the Time Spiral, but otherwise I don't have a lot of card draw. I have Narset to kind of refill. I have a lot of cantrips, but no real card draw as such. So just bring these a little bit closer here. Cruel Ultimatum really lives in that same pile. I think Subtlety's on the chopping block. I think Treasure Cruise on the chopping block. We do have a lot of cantrips and stuff, but even so, this isn't the easiest thing in the world to get going. I think Corpse Dance on the chopping block. It's obviously good with these things, but I already have 2 other reanimates. Though they do both cost me life. That's something to consider, I suppose. Cut Down could be on the chopping block. We have the Virtue. I don't have a ton of other removal. It's a 4-drop. Snapcaster good enough? It probably is. Because I don't think I'm cutting any of these cantrips. Talismans may be on the block. I don't think it makes sense to cut Mystic Confluence. I don't think I want to cut the Mizzix Mastery combo, because again, if I draw like Mizzix's Mastery plus Entomb, or, you know, one of those with Imperial Seal can help set it up as well, so I think that's good to have. I could see cutting Time Spiral. I don't have any way to accelerate into it, so I'm just waiting to have 6 lands. Maybe I just have to accept I didn't get there. I can do it with Mizzix's Mastery is about the only thing that would kind of work, but it seems a little thin. And at that point, I could consider sideboarding Hullbreacher and or Narset. I think Narset's too good still, because it hits a lot of my deck. But Hullbreacher isn't good in every matchup, so I can definitely see playing that on the sideboard. I think Strix is really good. I think Shredder is going to be quite good in this deck as well. I like all of these things. I like all these things. Yeah, I think these are the cards on the chopping block. So I get to keep 2 of these. Okay, so let's look at Talisman again. I don't have that high of a curve, right? Oh, I guess Turok, actually, you know, I'm looking at Turok on the block too, just because my mana didn't really get there, so triple black's going to be challenging, and it's not like I have any combos with it or anything. So actually, I think Turok probably is going to end up getting cut. So I like Hullbreacher a lot. I mean, like I said, it's not good in every matchup. When it's good, it's great. I like Cut Down a decent amount, because I don't have that much removal, and it works with Snapcaster. So I think I'm going to keep those 2. I get to keep 1 more of these cards. I don't think it's Turok. I don't think it's Corpse Dance. I don't think it's Talisman. Would I rather have Cruise, Subtlety, or Time Spiral. So Cruise, I have 1, 2, 3. I mean, 2 kind of counts. 5. This doesn't go to the graveyard, actually. Yeah, I don't have any fetches either. I don't think Cruise is it. So then would I rather have Time Spiral as a potential combo with no way to accelerate it, or Subtlety as just a solid little piece of interaction. I have a decent amount of blue cards, so I should be able to cast it most of the time. Oh man, I really don't know. The Time Spiral Mizzix's Mastery thing is kind of real. If I can put this in the graveyard, play a Hull Breacher, and flash it back, like I am going to win that game. Alright. We'll start like this. I might be citing the Time Spiral out a lot. Wait, it's actually 22, so I actually get to play both? I guess I miscounted somewhere. That's fine. Definitely don't mind that. Yeah, I think this looks reasonable. Don't care about Graveyard Trespasser. Obviously, I can bring it in when the graveyard stuff matters. All right, so we're playing 1, 2, 4, 5 lands. Then I don't think I'm going to play a single mountain. 3 red sources for my 1 Mizzix Mastery is going to have to just be enough. And I don't know why I want a green, but we don't need it. I guess for life death, sure. So if I went 6 and 6, that would be... Oh, I have a lot more blue, so I'm actually going to want way more swamps, probably. Say like this, that would be 9 black and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is 9, 9. That's probably fine. All right, I think this is going to be the deck. It looks pretty decent. We have some good combo potential. Got a couple ways. We don't have any counter spells, which is unfortunate. So our interaction with the opponent's somewhat limited, but we do have Hull Breacher and Narset to kind of slow down the combo decks. And then obviously if we get Bristlebrand, Archon, Cruel Ultimatum into play, that's usually going to be good enough. And Grief. Grief and Thoughtseize, I guess, are also some amount of interactions, so that seems decent. All right, let's go with this. I'll see you in round number 1. All right, here we go for round number 1. We're on the draw, and I mean, I'm certainly going to keep this hand. I would strongly consider just discarding Archon. Well, so we'll see what they play here. It's a little scary. Oh, well, okay. I guess I'll not be doing that then. Relic is going to be pretty tough to beat. That's annoying that they randomly included that in their deck. Let's just preordain, I suppose. Hopefully they'll just sack this to draw card. Alright, I don't need these. Bottom, bottom. 3 lands in a row on top of the deck. Not the best. Alright, good. They are doing that. So we can try to do that with a turn delay. Might still be worth it. It really does depend. If they're playing Relic main deck, they're probably not playing Reanimator, right? It'd be kind of weird. Go to Wara. Sand's not going anywhere. I think I am just going to discard, and if they have a Reanimate, then you know what? I'll lose to it. See what happens. Urza, sure. That's acceptable. Hopefully you don't have a Spell Pierce or something like that. That would be annoying. Oh, I can Death now? I guess I might as well keep the Reanimate around for potentially hitting their graveyard. So I'll draw a card. I mean, it's possible I could draw something I could play, but I think I'll still rather Death here. Because that doesn't play around days. That's a consideration. Hmm. Yeah, I'm still gonna do it. Don't have anything, please? Alright, they didn't have anything. That's good. Lose the construct. Draw a card. Alright. Pass the turn. We'll see if they have removal here. That way I can reanimate plus do another thing next turn, maybe. They kill this or cryptic, bounce draw, okay. Into curtains, okay. This doesn't quite work out. So I can go Shredder plus Reanimate, but I don't have a target for Reanimate yet. Oh, there's Entomb? Okay, well this is why we have a second target in deck, I suppose. Yeah, I guess we just go Entomb Reanimate here. Hope they don't have another way to bounce. Yep, this looks right. Grab a Gristlebrand, I think. Yeah, no real reason to do anything else. Then we'll play Thundering Falls. Get our Surveil on. Narset. I mean, it's really all about whether this... If this dies, I'm just dead this turn. So, assuming I have a Gristlebrand in play, where I have a Narset in hand or something else. I guess Narset's fine, sure. Alright. If they have a removal spell, I die. But... I guess this puts me to 1 also, because that's Menace, right? Yeah. So actually, Narset me wasn't that... Well, I'll gain 7 life if this survives. It's fine. I can also Otawara if I really need to. Alright. Well, they're not immediately snapping off the removals, so that feels pretty good. Let's see if they have something, though. Shuffle with Urza, okay. Sure. Deep Cavern Bat I can deal with. Suppose they'll probably take Virtue here, but I mean, I still get to gain 7 life. Like, yeah, they can chump if they want. Does it really matter? And they didn't attack me with the Concealing Curtain, so I conceivably draw here, though that still puts me dead to a lot. So I don't know if I want to do that. Go ahead and attack. If they want to chump, they can be my guest. This is also fine. So how much does this cost right now? This costs 3, right? This won't tell me. 4, blah, blah, costs 1 less for each legendary you control. So if I play Narset, it'll still cost 2, so I can't quite afford that. Could play Ledger Shredder, it blocks the bat. I'm at 11 now, so it's like I'm dying. I don't do this. Could play the Narset not activated, but then you can flip and attack it, and that doesn't really accomplish anything, so yeah, let's play the Shredder. Top, sure. Urza shuffles, right? Yes, they can't stack with Urza here. Feel a lot better at 11 life. We're out of reanimate, so this Archon's kind of stuck. But hopefully Gristlebrand will do the thing. I'm I'm gonna actually turn off auto yields, I guess. I might want to draw off of this Gristlebrand depending on what happens. Okay. I mean, Narset would have stopped that, I guess, but... Tinker. Well, I get the Connive. That's something, I suppose. Ooh, I can have a cut down. That seems pretty good. I can still discard Sarkon. I'm not really hard casting it. They want to cut down the Urza in response. I kind of do. Can Odoar or whatever they search for, likely. This potentially cuts off some mana. They get like a battle sphere or something. Yeah, that's exactly what they got. All right. Well, now they can't make more mana off of it, which is nice. Yeah, this feels pretty winnable. Okay, so I can attack them for 9. Okay, I just bounce the bat and kill them, actually. I guess I can. I suppose I will. Let's attack first. Attack. Put a war on the bat. 3. That looks like lethal to me. Alright, so we're playing against some kind of artifact tinker deck, though I didn't see tons of artifacts, but they obviously have some. I don't think I have a particularly good sideboard against artifacts. No, not really. I don't think I need to change much. I think we'll just run it back. The relic's annoying. Okay, I mean, this is a keepable hand. Entomb is half my combo. There's a lot of cards that go with it, so I think that's reasonable to keep. I'm not going to play it yet. Probably lead on Thundering Falls. Yeah, there's the relic, of course. And they're not going to sack it this time, so it's going to be a lot harder to win. Let's just go Thundering Falls. I don't think I want to swamp. Oh, and we get to play the annoying relic game. Can bounce it at some point, maybe. It's kind of a thing. Curtains, sure. Okay. Well, this is going to be tough. If it wasn't for the relic, I'd be halfway there to combo, but the relic means I'm just not. And now they're going to flip curtains, take either Subtlety or Narset, whichever they feel like. Yeah, I think the plan is going to be to try and assemble an Entomb combo and just bounce the relic at some point. Oh, they had the tap land? Okay, that's nice, I guess. Thoughtseize, huh? So I get Narset minus, then it dies. This kind of forced them to spend their mana, though. Yeah, I think I'm okay with that. Let's get another black in play, I guess. Narset. They have a counter, then okay, I guess. Yeah. It's fine. I mean, I guess I can't subtlety now, but That's fine. All right, flip your curtain, sure. See if they want to take anything at all. He took the Thought Seize. Well, I got a Snapcaster, so that's fine. Oh, I guess I can't snap it now. Interesting. All right, considers fine. So here we're obviously holding up Subtlety. If that doesn't pan out, I'll go Consider and then probably try to snap it in response to Relic activation. I'm just going to die to this Revealing Eye at this rate, which isn't great. Cast Consider. Hull Breacher. Yeah, I guess I want that. They're probably sitting on some removal. Doesn't really help me. No, it's just graveyard that. There's Archon, okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna snap it. If they want to activate Relic to stop Snapcaster Consider, that's fine. They can't stop with the tap ability because the Hull Breacher's there. That's fine. I'll exile the Hull Breacher. Okay. What's this? Cut down total power, so that doesn't quite work. Soul Graveyard that as well. Okay, I got Imperial Seal. That's interesting. And all right, well, let's play a land. And I guess I Imperial Seal or Mizzix's Mastery. Then end step I Odawara the Relic. Then I go entomb that. Yeah. It loses badly to a counter spell, but I mean, what am I gonna do? See if there's anything else, but I think that's gonna be the play. Time Spiral doesn't really seem like it accomplishes a whole lot. Yeah, let's go for Mastery here. Back. And block anyway. Alright. We also get to give up Subtlety this whole time, which is nice. Kind of don't want to play into it. Yeah, sure. I'll exile Imperial Seal, I guess. It matters a whole lot. And we know they have Cryptic in their deck, so like they could very easily be sitting on Cryptic. But what am I supposed to do? All right. Probably going to lose to Counterspell, but we are where we are. Or all right, there's the Cryptic. Come on, put it on the stack. All right. I mean, Relic's going to be tough to beat. I don't really have a good answer to it, I don't think. So that's just going to be how it is. Get to me on the play. Yes, looks like another decent one. Again, I'm not going to entomb right away because I don't know what I'm looking for yet. Can we not get Relic turn one game? No, I guess we won't because it's tap land. All right, that's fine. At least I get to put a creature into play. Oh, there's death. This is interesting because obviously Entomb Death is really good. Yeah, I think that's better than trying to get the Ledger Shredder out. I'm just gonna pass. I will still entomb here. If you want to counter that, that's fine. Go ahead and grab. I guess I'm at 20. Well, no, because I'm about to lose a bunch of life for that. Yeah, I'll take the Archon. That's fine. But I'm not going to reanimate it yet. Oh, Thoughtseize is good. Yeah, let's go land Shredder. Counter Shredder, they can be my guest. Thoughtseize you. Knife. I'd rather discard Virtue or Cut Down. I think Virtue is worse against them. I definitely want Otawara still, so let's do this. Here comes the Mana Leak. Yep. That's fine. I mean, they have a lot of cards in hand, but now they don't have a Mana Leak. No, really? Oh, that's so obnoxious. Wow. They had the other Graveyard Hate? Come on. Wow. Well, that's incredibly frustrating. Guess I'm going to lose to just random hate cards. That's really annoying. Alright, nothing flipped because I didn't play a card. Should have attacked. Kind of on tilt. That was just really frustrating that they had that. I have to try and win this race somehow. Of course, they're just going to sit there on Cryptic and not do anything, and we're going to lose. Good. Let's attack. Yay. What a pain. Put that down now. Think. Means the subtlety shields are down, but I think it's worth it. Can't really be taking more damage here. Oh, that's so annoying. I didn't know about the Graveyard Trespassers, so bad. Sure, I don't know. Pretty dead here. Yeah, the fact they had the mana leak into the Graveyard Hate card is just really annoying. I could have said on the Entomb, but because I only had the single black mana, it just didn't seem like that was the play. I can't imagine winning this game. Yeah. You know what? Well, alright. I guess I'll connive, but Baleful Strix. Yeah, we're dead. We're dead. I can't really back. Okay, that was a frustrating loss, but let's see if we can bounce back. I'll see you for the second match. All right, here we go for match number 2. Hopefully this opponent doesn't have random Graveyard Hate all over their deck. We have a Preordain, we have a random Grief I can't quite cast, but I think this is a keepable hand. Let's see what we get here. Okay, Island is acceptable. Virtue of Persistence. I want a Thundering Falls or Preordain first, is the question. I think Preordain first is fine. Imperial Seal and Subtlety. Okay. I don't think I care about Subtlety, but I can Imperial Seal to grab, yeah, this will work. Okay, so let's go bottom, top. And I can set up Thundering Falls to mill my, what's it called? Cruel Ultimatum? Then play it with Mizzix's Mastery the turn after. And I have Grief as backup, so that seems pretty good. Okay, Strix is mostly fine. So I don't do that this turn, so I can just Virtue this thing. I don't know if I really care that much, but it gives me something to do with my mana. So I guess it's fine. Sure. Oh wait, I kind of needed that black card, didn't I? Oh, that was a bad play. Man, I'm on tilt from that last match. I'm not playing well. Oh well. We'll see what we draw, I guess. Valky, take my Grief. Well, I can live with that. Hopefully I have a counter spell here. Shredder. Can't really do the Shredder this turn because I need to get the Imperial Seal plan going. So let's go Imperial Seal. Ultimatum. Thundering Falls. Graveyard. I mean, I'm playing kind of face up here, but it doesn't necessarily mean they can do something about it. Let's see what they've got. Possible I get ninja'd here. That would be annoying, but Ultimatum makes it less bad. Okay, Jace is fine. Means they're tapped out of blue. Hate that. They're on discard. Okay, they're gonna exile a card. They fit a Sword of the Meek. Dothi Voidwalker. Okay. It's mostly fine, I think. Snapcaster. Snapcaster's okay. Not great yet. Alright, well, let's hope they don't have any kind of counter magic. We're gonna obviously go for the mastery here. Cast on Cruel Ultimatum. Oh, wait, does that mean exile for each card? Copy it, you may cast a copy. Okay, so the originals stay exiled, so you won't get it with Dothi. That's important. Yes, target this opponent. Oh, they discarded the Dothi Voidwalker? That's odd. So now they have Jace and Valky as the only cards left. Yeah, that's fine. Alright. Why would they sack Dothy Voidwalker? That's really strange. Yeah, sure, you have a Sword of the Meek. Hullbreacher hoses Jace kind of nicely. Really? They immediately found Foundry? Okay. I mean, that's annoying. I don't know that it's necessarily over, but it's not good. Shut down, okay. Do you have any way to kill that thing? I don't think I do. No, I don't have any way to remove the combos, so it's going to be tough. Let's see. Let's play Ledger Shredder so I can discard this Gristlebrand. Now, I could snap Preordain. What's the +6 on this? Whenever you cast a spell, copy it, you may choosing targets until end of turn. It's not really a thing. Playing Narset. I mean, I can block one of the Thopters, so it's not even that bad. Yeah, I guess I'll play Narset. That's fine. Let's connive. We'll discard Gristlebrand. Can't believe they immediately drew into Thopter Foundry. That's... Our opponents are doing some stuff today. Sure, yeah, it's fine. I guess this Virtue of Persistence will eventually be a thing. Okay. I think I'm just going to take Time Spiral. Because I can go Hull Breach or Time Spiral at some point here. Like, Reanimate's fine. I could reanimate a Gristlebrand, and that sort of does stuff too. But I'm not sure it actually fights through these Thopters well enough. Maybe it does. Loses me a bunch of life, but I can draw a bunch of cards. Yeah, actually, let's just take the Reanimate. Alright. So they can throw away their Valky if they want to kill my Narset. That's acceptable to me. Slightly tough to use Jace. It's Narset in play. Let's see. Casting a spell. I think in general, I like them casting spells instead of using Thopter Foundry, though obviously it does depend a bit on what the spells are. Oh, they're just going to... Okay. That's still fine. Sure. Narset goes down. I accept. You spent your whole turn doing that. I'm A-okay with it. City sewers, okay. No real reason to attack, so let's... How long has this become a copy for? Oh, it's just permanent? I didn't realize it was permanent. It's kind of annoying. But it's still fine. Let's reanimate our Gristlebrand. I'm just going to keep up Hull Breacher and Mystic Confluence here. See any reason to do much else. Okay, get some Thopter action, that's fine. Okay. Yep, let's Hull Breacher. I'll make a treasure, you can discard your card. Did you want to play Toxic Deluge? It's a little surprising, honestly. They have no attacks. Don't need to snap anything. Just draw. I could life at some point off of the treasure, but that doesn't seem super necessary. Is attacking with Gristlebrand good? It gains me 7 life and it eats a token. Lets them potentially do some attacking back. Yeah, I think that makes sense. Gaining 7 a turn has to be decent. I guess it doesn't really matter. I'll attack Jace. They're going to block anyway. I guess I can go for some kind of multi-block. I didn't think about that. That could be bad, but I have Mystic Confluence to do some bouncing if I need to. But yeah, I guess that was bad. Right? 2, 3, 4, 6, and a 7. It's a fine order. So the question is, do I want to kill one now that I've screwed up? Or do I just let this happen and then play Virtue of Loyalty and just get the Gristlebrand back anyway? 6, 7. Hmm. I guess I'll just cut down. It's not good. It's obviously a mistake, but it's okay. Let's pass. Now I know not to make that mistake again. All right. I'll probably snap, cut down the grief here. Unless I need to mystic something. Sure. Just nothing. Dark Confidant? That gives me a win condition. Yeah, I think I'm happy to let Dark Confidant resolve, actually. I kill this grief? Yeah, why not? I don't know, maybe letting them have a Dark Confidant's crazy, but I want to do it. Let's cut down. Yeah, it's fine. Knife. Oh, okay. Weird that they conceded there. I think they were doing fine, but alright. So Thopter Foundry combo, some kind of blue-black controlling deck. Thoughthy Voidwalker's an issue, but otherwise this seems fine. Rock or his vengeance. Don't think I care about exiling their graveyard. Let's just run it back. Alright. Thoughtseize is good. Hull Breacher seemed like it's good against their deck. It's a keep to me. Let's see how this develops. Okay, well, Thoughtseize is good against Library. Bitter Triumph and Strix. Let's just take... I guess the Bitter Triumph. I don't want him killing this Hull Breacher, ideally. I guess Hull Breacher is also good against Library if they end up trying to get back up to that. Sands all lands and a Baleful Strix. That's fine. And pass. Alright, here comes the Strix. Fine. Oof. The lands. I don't think I need to kill the Strix all that much. We're just going to try to win off Hull Breacher Time Spiral here. Bulky. Well, I'll Hull Breacher in response, I suppose. Sure. All right, let's draw. I can consider Virtue plus Reanimate Baleful Strix. It's not a crazy idea. Yeah, I think I'll do it. Now I draw the Entomb, obviously. Well, I'll get the Hardcast the Virtue at some point. Not nothing. You get to wreck our opponent's library. That was nice. I want to trade here. Probably should. They could easily have a ninja and reason to take this damage. Yeah, they might play something bigger. Okay, Lazav, sure. Lazav makes things a bit annoying, because now they can exile stuff from my graveyard. But it's okay. I mean, I have drawn a lot of lands, I will say that. I don't really want to time spiral when they're on so few cards either. I think I'm going to try to just get up to 7 and cast this Virtue. We'll see. Getting the reanimate. Interesting. They don't want to hit their own creatures? Alright. A clue, fine. Ledger Shredder. Well, I will play it. Can block. Not profitably, mind you, but it can block. I guess we'll see about this Virtue. Alright, they're intent on getting my graveyard, which is fine. Lots of blue-black today, huh? Tar Pit. Okay, Tar Pit's mildly annoying. Into something? Brutality. Okay. I mean, if they can't counter the Virtue, this still feels fine. Otawar is interesting, too. Oh, let's see if they have a counter for this. Their last card. Yeah, of course they do. Oh, no, they're just drawing. Okay, that's good. Resolving? Okay. Can take some damage here, but I have Otawara. I'll be able to entomb after Lazav attacks next turn. Okay, Voidwalker makes that harder, but I can Otawara it, so it's still doable. Assuming there's not more coming here that's bad. This is probably just a creeping tar pit attack. That's fine. So I'm thinking 5 here. I do get to get a creature into play at least. Suppose they have to hit Baleful Strix here. Or Shredder, I guess, either one. I might be okay. It's going to be close. Yeah, Strix is correct, I think. All right. Volky would let me know what's in their hand. Ledger Shredder would potentially let me do some shredding. I guess Volky can't block Lazav, so I'll just get Shredder. That's fine. Okay, land's a pretty heinous draw. So I'm at 10. Taking 6 this turn. Okay, I think this is still winnable. So at their end step, I get to Otawara the Void Walker, and then get my what's it? Archon of Cruelty. He'll give me some life and whatnot. You're not attacking with Tar Pit, interesting. Alright, they're hitting the Valky, that makes sense. Yeah, the amount of clues has been pretty annoying. Go ahead and block. Let's see what else they have. Okay, draw is fine. No, I don't want to do this in response because I don't want them to recast the Void Walker yet. Luris. Well, Luris plus exiling your own graveyard isn't the best combo, at least. Okay, I can't do anything about that. That's fine. All right, let's Otawara this. 4. Let's cast Entomb. And get Archon. Grab Archon. Hope that's good enough. Imagine we're taking Lazav down here. Nice to draw on land. Sack the Luris, really? Okay. Well, I'll probe for mana. The Preordain, okay, what'd they reveal? Land Voidwalker, okay. Go Preordain. Redder. Okay, good, good, good. Let's discard that. Oh, Mizzix is mastery, huh? I guess I could recast Entomb? Doesn't quite work with the Lazav, though. I think I bought him both of these. Oh, my own Strix? I will happily play my own Strix. Into drawing a subtlety I can't quite cast. Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna keep this land in hand for shredder purposes. Attacking with Ledger Shredder doesn't seem like it matters. Let me just pass here. I just kill the Lazav to stop them getting a clue? Hmm. It's a little tricky because if they drew like a removal spell, that could be really bad for me. I guess I'll let them attack. It's fine. They can turn into a Baleful Strix, so I shouldn't block with Archon here. But I will block with this. Sure. Yep, there's the Voidwalker. Comes something else. Deluge for 6. Do this first. 5. Oh, awkward. So I'll discard island. And I'll cut down this thing. And yours is fine. Go ahead and grab the Archon again. That should be game. Any counters in my... Oh, I don't. Just cast Gristlebrand. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's see what you got, opponent. Shields are down. Except they're not, because I have a subtlety. Ancestral Recall. Alright, alright. Good draw. I don't think it's getting him out of this, but it's a good draw. Sure. Go nuts with Consider. Alright. Feels like this is probably a win. 2 giant threats they absolutely have to answer, and Virtue is a threat in of itself as well. Snapcaster. I should probably subtlety that. It might not matter, but I might as well not let them draw 3 more cards. Alright. Well, we won one. Let's see if we can round it out with a 2-1 in the end. I'll see you there. Alright, here we are in the final match. We won the die roll, so we'll be on play. Probe. Yeah, I mean, this looks like a keepable hand. I don't know if I can take a taxing probe right away. Not really decisions I have to make in my opening hand, so I might wait until this Virtue becomes relevant or something. There's reasons to wait. Ledger Shredder is one, just playing around stuff is another. Like, the longer I wait, the more information I have. And, you know, right now, knowing that my opponent has a thing or another, like, I guess a Wasteland or something would be one thing, but I can even play around that by just playing Swamp first. Which I suppose I'll do. Just pass. I mean, there's also the fact that it draws me a card, of course, and that is relevant, but... Time Spiral. Go for Strix. You have a Mana Tithe for me? No Mana Tithe. Oh, there's Entomb. Okay. Entomb's interesting. Now I'm kind of interested in probing just to get some information on my end. Okay, yeah, and it lets me know if I want to kill that thing or not. So, with a Strix in play, I probably don't. Draw Cut Down as well. This looks like an aggro matchup. I might just pay mana for this probe. Feels fine. Fracture Identity. Okay, that's an important one. Touch the Spirit Realm, Chart a Course, Batter Skull, Hero of Bladehold. Okay, so they don't have much mana. That's good to know. Let's see. Batter Skull, Pressure, Touch. Yeah, my removal is not lining up particularly well against the other threats, so I might kill this so I can save the Baleful Strix for some of this other stuff. Suppose that's fine. Back. See if they draw any lands here. Fracture Identity is pretty annoying. They end up drawing more lands, but We'll see, I guess. I could easily lose this game. Yeah, there's Charter Course. Okay. Okay, discarded Batter Skull. That's fine. So there goes Chart and Batter Skull. Well, Subtlety's nice. Like Subtlety a lot here. But yeah, I'm not psyched about what's going on here, to be honest. This Fracture Identity is going to be tough to beat. I'm going to need to get them to use it on something that isn't these things, or the Archon here. See Subtlety that, because there's no reason not to. Let's see where they put it. Imagine top, yeah. It's a lot of sense. Oh, there's Mastery. Okay, Mastery's good. So now let's attack. Because that's also something they can't stop with Fracture Identity. So now I'm going to entomb for the thing, and then they have to discard a bunch of cards. Yeah, that feels like it's pretty good. The Spirit Realm comes back on the end step. We'll see. They could go for Preacher plus Keep Up Touch. It's not an insane play to make. Now they're just going to jam the hero. Okay. Well, then let's entomb. Ultimatum. Yeah, I'm not playing around Mana Tithe. That's fine. Cast. Ultimatum. 4. Just about do it, I imagine. I would like to cast this, please. And so to go down 1 card, I go up to 7. I kept the Fracture Identity, which is not a crazy play, but also down to 8, so I just have lethal over the next 2 turns. I can Fracture Identity my Subtlety. That's really not the most game-winning play in existence. But I suppose they have to do it. Oh, I guess that makes sense too, sure. Draws them an extra card. Reasonable. Okay, these draws have not been stellar, but I guess I'll just go for cut down. It's fine. Back for 3. Do I want to reanimate something? Yeah, I'll just keep up Hull Breacher, and it's fine. Do I want to Hull Breacher that? Nope. Yeah, I figured they would probably concede anyway, and them not knowing I have a Hull Breacher is useful for me. Alright, well. Got that one. We're playing against white aggro, but with a lot of splashes. Fair enough. I don't have much of a sideboard anyway, so I guess Turok maybe is interesting here. Pro white is important. Yeah, let's try playing the Turok, I guess. Can I cut? Maybe I cut Narset. It's not very good against aggressive decks. Time Spiral also then becomes a lot worse if I want to play something else. Playing a Holy Heat. but my red fixing is not amazing. Could be trespasser. That doesn't really seem like it does much. Let's just keep it like this, I guess. On the draw here. Managed to play around the fracture identity nicely, so taxing probe definitely doing some work there. Although I guess we never really had an opportunity to reanimate a huge target anyway, but that likely would have played out the same way either way. All right. All right, we got our hand, and it looks fine. We have a Turok, we have a Preordain and a Cut Down. The Cruel Ultimatum in hand's a little awkward, obviously, but hardly mulligan a hand like this. Depending on what I draw, I might just play this Turok on 2, and also depending on what your opponent does, obviously. Okay, Emerald's scary. So they have a 2-drop here. Mystic. Yeah, I'll probably just kill that. Get Batterskulled to death. Get that out of here. Do Lion Sash. Okay, Lion Sash is annoying too, but it's fine. Don't think I'm going to Turok quite yet. Let's just preordain here. Mastery Island. No, neither of those seem good. And everybody has graveyard hate this draft, huh? Okay, well, that probably means I'm going to try to kicker cast the Turok, I'd say. Oh, something cares about permanents, not creatures even, huh? Although, now they tapped out a white? Kind of gives me a shot. Subtlety. Well, that's not the best. Let's cast Consider. Ledger Shredder. It's kind of awkward. I don't really want to draw it, but just makes the Lion Sash bigger to put in my graveyard. Unless I reanimate it, which is also kind of awkward. Let's graveyard that one. Oh, I guess I could have kept it in hand for subtlety purposes. Yeah, maybe that was fine. I don't know. I guess I'll reanimate it. Sure. I don't know. Maybe that's a terrible play, but gotta do it while this sash shields are down here. Only cost me 1 extra health, really, because this would have eaten it and I would have taken extra damage, so I think making sure that's smaller is fine. Still can subtlety off of Cruel Ultimatum if I need to. It's not something I'm thrilled about doing. I'd like to actually just hardcast this subtlety, but we don't have the blue source for that. I did bottom an island earlier, but I was looking for swamps at the time, to be fair. Okay, I don't like that. Damn. Oh, that's fine. Gonna eat it? Sure. That's completely fine. They're really aggressive about eating stuff with this Lion Sash, considering that playing a Reanimator deck. There's Entomb. Alright, I'll cast Turok. Echo of Eons? Okay. Interesting. Not totally opposed to an Echo here. Touch the spirit realm. That's not going to work out great for you. Would you like to get rid of your Mox or your Alliance Sash? I guess it's up to, so you can exile nothing. Yeah, turns out Pro White is good. I'm gonna eat the Batter Skull. Okay. They're gonna attack. They really don't understand how protection works, huh? Alright. So to Wara, does that do anything for me? I'd rather keep up Subtlety than have Odawara up. Doesn't really accomplish a whole lot. I mean, you could let me get this Lion Sash out of here at some point, but I feel like an Echo might be coming soon. Like, either they're going to Echo or they're going to play something against Subtlety. In both cases, I'd rather have Subtlety up. I can't Subtlety that, I guess. Do I play the Subtlety anyway, or do I wait? I think I'll wait. Snapcaster. Well, Snapcaster in the face of Lion Sash isn't the best thing ever, but that's okay, I guess. Here comes the Echo. I guess I'll just cast Subtlety. Or not any reason to cast Entomb, I don't think. It's fine. Okay, Thoughtseize Entomb Reanimate. And Mizzix's Mastery, even though I don't have the red until I play a tap land. They tap out a white. This will work out kind of nicely. Okay, looks like they will. Okay, they killed the Turok. But that's fine. I can take 5. Well, no, because I need to reanimate. Hold on. At 11. Because I can't Mizzix's Mastery. Yeah, I guess I'll have to chump here. That's fine. It's Entomb now. We'll grab an Archon. Oh, there's Cut Down. That works nicely. I can cut down this and make him sack that. I want a Thoughtseize. I kind of do, I think. Just to make sure this doesn't go wrong in any way. They have some kind of force or something. Well, they're thinking about something, so. All right. Oust Shieldred, Caustic Bronco Unearth. Suppose I have to take the Oust here. Is the Shieldred gonna kill me? Let's see. I'm going down to like 3, but then up to 6. Shieldred should be beatable. So let's get rid of the Oust. Let's go cut down on you. Then let's go reanimate on the Archon. guess I'm going to 4, but that's still fine. Then let's go Strix. I guess I could have falls first, maybe. Oh, there's consider. Okay. Let's go falls now. Snapcaster? Snapcaster can flashback. Oh, flashback entomb? Yeah, that actually seems good. I'll put that on top. Pass here. Can I forward all that next turn? Let's see. Snap, entomb. Yeah, I have just enough, so that's good. All right, I think I'm fine here. I'll go down 2, but that's okay. I guess I'll consider response. Stop, draw. Let's see if they have something here. Unearth the Lion Sash, sure. That's fine. Oh, Mystic's interesting too. Yeah, that's fine. I could also snap back cut down to make them kill the Shieldred. I got all kinds of options here, basically. One, two, three, four, five. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I guess this is the best because then I get to keep up Mystic Confluence. Oh, I guess I can eat it with Lion Sash, so wait, that doesn't actually work. Um, okay. Yeah, guess I don't want to draw the card of the Confluence. I could bounce Baleful Strix, I guess, but I want to kill the Shieldred. This is weird. Let's see, Thoughtseize cut down. So if I just attack, I end up only gaining 1 life, and they end up with a Shieldred in play. And I don't have any way to flashback. And I can do the Mizzix Mastery play after, so that's fine. I think I attack with both. I think this is fine. Not 100% sure how this works. We'll find out in a second. And it's fine. I go to 3 here. Oh, they also go to 5, so that's just going to kill them. Yeah, that works. Okay, so let's go Snapcaster. 1, 2. Snapcaster and Tomb. Okay. Cast Entomb. Grab Cruel Ultimatum. Cast Mizzix's Mastery on Cruel Ultimatum. 4. Probably had lots of ways to win this, but this is one of them. And it's a fun one, so I'm okay with it. Let's cast that on this opponent. And now they just lose 5 lives, so even if the Shieldred triggers go on the stack, they just don't matter. Sure, I'll Subtlety. All right, well, we got a 2-1, and the 2 wins were pretty decisive, I think. We got kind of owned by Graveyard Hate in the first matchup. Suppose it's going to happen sometimes, but overall good deck. had fun playing it. I hope you enjoyed watching. If you did, consider hitting like, subscribe, all the good YouTube buttons. They do help me out. I appreciate it. But that'll do it for this one. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.